Hello friends, in the previous video we see how to do the sum in the array. In previous video we did the array taking from the user, show the array, printed the array, and we find the sum of the array, sum of the entire array. We see the entire procedure of the sum, how this work, how the sums, how the each steps of the sums work. We saw very nicely in the previous video. Now, today in this video, we will see how to find minimum number of the array. How can we find? Now see, first of all, I just simply what we want to do, we have take the array from the user and we display the array. Now, now our question is how to find the minimum value of the entire array. So prior to find a minimum value, what first we will do, we will initially suppose I am taking one integer minimum. Say I'm declaring here integer minimum. Now in initially I'm supposing minimum is equal to a of 0. Say suppose a of 0 means first index is my minimum number. First number is my minimum number. I'm initially assuming. Let's say first is a minimum number. Now what I will do, now I want to find a minimum of entire array. This I have taken the minimum equal to a of 0. So what I will do, you just see what I am doing. For say integer, my value will start from 1. I will show you later why I written the 1. For I less than 5 and I plus plus. Okay, okay. Now see, just if minimum is greater than a of I, then what will be my minimum? Minimum is equal to a of I. This is the main step to find the minimum number. Here my minimum number, find it. You can say. Now what happened? You just see. Initially I suppose first number has a minimum number. Okay. Now I want to find whether in between minimum number found or not. While doing iterating the array, is minimum number is there or not? I want to say. See. So what I had to see, I will not iterate my loop from the first. Because I had initially assumed the first element as a minimum. Now I want to check it from the next element, means first one I equal to index 1. So I equal to index 1 till 5 and I plus plus. Now I will check if minimum is greater than a of I, means minimum number is greater than this particular number of the array. Say a of I, this is a sequence. Say suppose if minimum number is greater than a of I, then what will be my minimum number now? Now minimum number is equal to a of I, means that number is less, that minimum, that less number will become the minimum. Am I right or wrong? So I have given the conditions. If minimum is greater than a of I, then minimum is equal to a of I. Now simply the loop will iterate again. Now again, if by chance if minimum number is less than a of I, then no change in the minimum number, means in else condition I have given nothing. Whatever the minimum number is there, it will remain as it is, which it had changed earlier, means minimum number will remain minimum. Again the loop will iterate and check either minimum number is greater. If greater, then change the minimum, give that value to the minimum index. So this is how the loop will iterate and the minimum number will change and change. I will show you again. Even if you still have a doubt, then don't worry, it will be clear. Now let's see the output and I will explain you along with the my output. Okay, now let's print the number. Minimum. Now let's see. Say suppose 10, 2, 80, 76 and 54. Now you just tell me what is the minimum number of the entire array. 2, and our minimum is 2. Now see, initially we suppose the minimum is equal to a of 0, means a of 1 is my right now minimum. Now see, minimum is equal to a of 0 means minimum is equal to right now 10. Okay, done. Now I am iterating my entire loop from index number 2 to index number 5. It means index number 1 to index number less than 5 means till 4 tak it will iterate. When 1 to 4 the loop will my iterate. Now the I equal to 1 index come means it will compare with minimum number. It will compare with minimum number means this I equal to 2 value will be compared with this I a of 1 value which is my right now minimum assumed. So see if minimum is greater than my a of I, minimum is greater than a of I, then what will be my minimum value? You just see I am comparing this both of the index, both of the value. Either this is greater or this greater. 2 is greater. Means this condition will become true because minimum here is greater. 10 is greater than 2. Yes. So minimum is my a of I. Means now minimum gets 2. Minimum is get 2. Now again you just see again what will happen. The loop will again I plus plus. Yes, it is a less than 5. 2 is my less than 5, 2 means 3, 2 is less than 5, okay, not worry. Now minimum is what, my 2, so I am writing here my, say suppose minimum becomes my initially 2. Now this 2 will check either 2 is greater than a of I, means 2 is greater than 80, so it say no, 2 is not greater than 80, so no change in that, okay, minimum is that is as it is. Again loop will again go, means right now still minimum is 2 and the loop will come to 76. Yes, 2 is greater than 76, so say no, minimum is less, still less, okay, again iterate the loop, means this loop will iterate till the final element which is a 5, but here 5 also is I can say less than 5 is greater than minimum, 5 is greater than minimum, so it will not lie into the condition. So finally as this loop ends, the minimum will be 2 only, minimum will be 2 only, and this is how we can able to find the minimum number of an entire array, minimum number of entire array. So I hope this procedure is very simple and very easy to understand. Similarly, just change in one thing and you will find the maximum number. Just one change in it. Instead of minimum, now I want to find a maximum. Assume maximum is a of 0. Okay, a of 0 is first is my maximum. Now what I will do, you just see if maximum is less number, maximum is less than a of I, then make maximum is a of I. Maximum is equal to a of I. Then you have find the maximum number. Now you just see the output. Exit reverse of minimum I did. Exit reverse process. Finding maximum value. Say 10, 100, 20, 54, 67. Now what my maximum comes? See, element is my 10, 100, 20 is 54, 67. What is my maximum? 100. 100 came into the maximum. So this is a basic fundamental operation of the array which you must know, and this is how minimum and the maximum works. I hope you got a point how to this. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like and share it to your everyone friends. So this is how the operations work. I hope you understand. And yes, I want to also I want to also make I want you to make I want to clear you that we are right now studying the DSA part, DSA video. In DSA there are the so many topics like linked list, QU, stacks, trees, graph. These are the most important topics of the DSA. Prior to understand the DSA, you must know the array and you know how to deal with the array. And that's why today I'm making this video so that the concept, if you earlier you had studied early the array concept, then it get clear, it get more clear in this through this video. And later on this video we will we will see the different more concept of the DSA like linked list. Very nice topic, huh? This is the array, yes, right. But linked list, if you once you will study the linked list, you will get a more idea how actually the data structures is there. This is a small part. It is a 1% of the data structure, which right now you are studying. You are 1%, but this is a very most important thing. This will help you in everywhere. This basic concept, and that's why we are studying the company also. The DSA is very demandable in companies, because in so many places, if you know the DSA, really your priority to select an interview is a high, very much high. That much demand of DSA is there. So I hope you really enjoy this video and like it. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe it and share it to your friends so that they can also able to take the advantage of this video. So till then, keep learning, keep growing. Bye bye.